Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading. This is from the August the 5th Monday to August the 11th Sunday, next Sunday. So the 5th of August to the 11th of August 2019. I'm bringing these a bit earlier to you guys because I was really late uploading last week. I was really busy and stuff. So for your current self theme of the week, what we're using is the After Tarot. Key goal, obstacles to overcome, and any accomplishments you could be making in the week. Tarot of Dreams by Chira Marchetti. And what you need to avoid for the week, what you need to embrace for the week, and where you can find support if you need it. We use the Everyday Enchanted Tarot by Poppy Palin. And for your spiritual advice for the week, we use The Answer is Simple by Sonia Choquette. Your second reading, which is the 15 card, other general energies, love, finance, work reading. We use the Tarot in Wonderland. Beautiful deck. Love this now so much. By Barbara Moore. She needs to get this on as a massive version because it's really nice. And your spiritual advice, we use the Angel Answers by Doreen Virtue Radley Valentine and the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, let's get shuffling and we're going to do a quick shuffle. Bear with me. Okay, Scorpio, we've got your cards down. Let's have a look. So you guys are showing as being, oh wow, the Queen of Coins. Now, remember, this is the After Tarot. So it shows you what happens one moment after the initial picture in the actual Rider-Waite deck. Okay, so usually she's holding the coin close to her chest. The Queen of Coins is all about, you know, security and stability. It's all about gaining those things with the Queen of Coins energy usually. She's also about ownership, so she takes a lot of stuff seriously. She's a very practical woman. She likes things to be in order. She loves her family, she loves children, she loves her husband, she loves her home, she likes a clean home. She's a real stickler for cleanliness and she's almost obsessed by all of that stuff. But she's also very much an organizer and a juggler. So she juggles work, she juggles her children, she juggles everything in her life. She's just an all-round stable individual, okay, who can manage everything, and she really cares and she really values things, which is why she holds the pentacle so closely. You'll notice on this card she's holding that pentacle up and she's desiring something here. So you guys, I don't know what this is really, because you are showing as being that Queen of Coins and you've got the pentacle in your hand and it's almost like you're holding the pentacle up. Can you see how your reflection is in the pentacle? So you're holding, I think for some of you guys there is a sense of inner focus this week. You're holding the pentacle up, but it acts as a mirror, so it's almost like you're looking at yourself this week. You're looking at your reflection, and it's almost like what you're doing this week, Scorpio, is that you're taking a deeper look into who you are, but you're looking at yourself through the mirror of the pentacle. So the pentacle represents your values. So it's almost like this week you're looking at a mirror of yourself. So you're looking at your own reflection, but you're reflecting on your values, I think. Because that pentacle is not a mirror, but it's very shiny and she can see her reflection in it. So I get the impression that some of you guys will probably be reflecting very much on what your values are, with that pentacle shining as a mirror, but nevertheless being a pentacle, and the pentacle representing the value, but also the reflection of the Queen of Coins in that. I know it's a bit of a play on word, but I get the impression that you're definitely reflecting on what your values are this week. I also feel that you're holding something up in great esteem, but this will be something of a material value this week. So it might be a gift you receive. It might be money that's earned, but I get the impression when I look at this energy as well, it's not just that this is a week for reflecting on your own personal values, Scorpio. This is a week for looking at gaining through hard work and dedication with that coin, and I think that you're very proud of that. She looks very proud. What is the theme of the week? The Knight of Swords. You're just downing anyone that gets in your way. You are so competitive this week with the Knight of Swords. You're completely going for stuff, because that's the Knight of Swords. He's a very competitive man, and on this particular deck what it's saying is that after the initial Rider-Waite shows this Knight of Swords rushing straight ahead so fast, what it shows is that afterwards we see where he's rushing to, and he's rushing to do battle. So this week is all about you doing battle, probably. This might be, it depends on whoever it's with. So I'm seeing a battle taking place. It could be a battle of words. I don't think it's a really bad battle, though. I don't get that, but I do feel that this is a week for doing battle. Sword energy, so it's all about battle and struggles, and I do see you guys going into battle this week, and I feel that because of that you guys are actually reflecting on what your values are, perhaps because you're about to go into battles. Maybe for some of you guys you're reflecting on, is this the very thing that I want to be kind of, you know, taking part in? Is this the thing that I want to be getting involved in? And you're just reflecting on what your values are this week, probably because the theme is that you're going to have to do battle with something and someone or someone. What are your goals for the week? New beginnings. I think that your goals are to have a new opportunity. It's to embrace new opportunities. Some of you guys, your goals are to take a risk with that full energy, just to do something completely new, completely untried and completely untested. But it is all about new beginnings and taking a risk with that full energy and doing something untried and untested. And even if you don't know much about it, you know, it's just doing it, and it's just kind of approaching the journey through fresh eyes and through fearlessness. So the goal for the week is to do something completely new, I think, with this full energy. What is the obstacle that you need to overcome? Your fear and your doubt with the moon energy. Because even though you're, you know, you want to do something new here with the full energy, the moon would probably play on your mind. It is very much, even though it's a water card, it's very much a mental card, because it definitely, the emotions fluctuate up and down, and those emotions that are fluctuating up and down, Scorpio, usually represent our feelings of dread, our feelings of fear, feelings of doubt as well, and it all kind of builds up into one mental haze. It's very much a card about confusion, is the moon energy, and also the wolf and the dog, they often represent restlessness as well. So I feel that you need to overcome your restlessness, your fear of this new beginning, because you have a goal to do something new, but you'll need to overcome the obstacle that you're doubting yourself, you're fearing stuff, but also this is the unknown the moon is. So even though you have a goal to go into something new, whilst you need to overcome your fear, your restlessness, and your, you know, your sheer doubt, you might need to also overcome the fact, Scorpio, that you don't really know what you're getting into, because it is unknown with the moon energy. What is it that you need that you could be accomplishing this week? Victory. Says it for itself. Look, it does. It says it. You see me shuffle the cards, guys. It's there. You could be accomplishing victory and success. If it's not this week, then you're looking at consequence. Because sometimes when you do the weeklies, even though the energies show up in one capacity, some capacity or other, sometimes these cards here in the accomplishment, they can take time to really evolve. So maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks down the line sometimes. Not always in the 1 week. It does some usually, but I mean, certainly, definitely can show up as being in that week for sure, 100%. But sometimes it can be like that this will happen next week, this victory, or the week after. Usually it is in the week, but you could be accomplishing some form of victory. It's a good card. It's an amazing reading. It's an amazing reading. I think that some of you guys this week, not only are you kind of reflecting on what your values are, Scorpio, but also you're holding something of value in your hands with that Queen of Coins energy here. And the, you know, the theme of the week is going into battle, slaying anyone that gets in your way from achieving this, because you want this new opportunity, this new beginning. That's your goal this week. You need to overcome the obstacle of that you don't really know where you're going, and you're also feeling a great deal of fear. However, you could accomplish victory if you went for this, despite this energy here. It's a really good reading. What do you need to avoid? The Eight of Swords, allowing your fears to get in the way, allowing those mental blockages to take over. Because there are a few cards that indicate fear within a tarot reading. Eight of Swords is one. The Moon is another one, showing up when that comes to fear. The Nine of Swords is another one, you know. All these types of cards represent feeling fear. And you need to avoid also negative thought processes, because that's the negative thought card as well with the Eight of Swords. So, you know, look at it this way. You have a goal to go for something here, Scorpio. It's new, it's untested, and you're like, well, I could accomplish something. I could accomplish success, but no, I can't, because, you know, it's not going to work out. Well, this is very much aligned with this energy, because it says you need to overcome the obstacle of your own fears. You don't know where you're going. Of course you don't for some of you guys, but it's your fear that's going to hold you back, because you need to with that Eight of Swords energy, also not only just, overcome the obstacle of your own fear, but you need to avoid negative self-talk, which is what the Eight of Swords is. Seeing and thinking of everything in a negative way. Because that Eight of Swords is going to keep you where you are, Scorpio. Okay? What do you need to embrace? Page of Coins. Your enterprising self with the Page of Coins energy. And Page of Coins is on this card. It just reminds me of a child who's set up a new enterprise. Or this might not be a child, but that looks like a kid. It looks like somebody who's set up a new enterprise and they're getting paid for it. But also I think that what you need to embrace as well is that this thing, because pages represent the first process in a situation, okay? So, for example, you set up a business. Page of Coins is telling you that this is, at the early stages. So you need to embrace that whatever this is, it's going to be at its early stages. So that achievement by the end of the week might be something completely different. It might say, well, I want a new opportunity. My goal is to embrace a new opportunity. I need to overcome the obstacle of feeling kind of this mental doubt that I often feel, this up and downness, that one minute I think, yeah, this is great. And the next minute, oh man, I'm too scared. But you could, by the end of the week, be achieving something here with the Wands. And say, for example, you were going to set up a business. It might be that the achievement with the Six of Wands by the end of the week is, oh, well, I've set up some flyers, or I posted flyers, or I set up an Instagram account, or I set this up, or I got myself recognised or noticed for something. It doesn't mean that you have to be completely successful in this by the end of the week, but this is whatever your own brand of success is in the stage or the process that you're on, Scorpio. And it might be that this is aligning with this, that whilst you need to kind of overcome the obstacle of fear and avoid negative self-talk and looking at a situation that you're interested in pursuing this week, Scorpio, through the eyes of doubt with that Eight of Swords energy and through the eyes of negative thinking with the Eight of Swords energy, you do need to embrace that your goal is to seek a new opportunity. A little bit of risk comes with it. You don't really know what it's going to be about or how it's going to kind of, how it's going to kind of work out for you, but you still need to do it. That's your goal here, and you need to embrace that, you're just at the starting point of this with the Page of Coins energy. You're just starting small, so don't put too much, it's just the start. You're just at the start. You're still learning as well with that Page of Coins energy showing there. So don't put too much pressure on yourself, because the pressure that you put on yourself, Scorpio, is going to be with that Moon in the Eight of Swords. So don't put too much pressure on yourself in the situation, okay? If you need support, where can you go? Family, friends, King of Cups. Sorry, I thought it was a Ten of Cups. King of Cups, this is somebody who really cares about you, somebody who is emotionally invested in you. This could be your husband, this could be your sister, this could be your brother, this could be your mom, this could be your dad, this could be your friend that lives next door. King of Cups is the person that cares for you. All right, and every time you get to that place of feeling like, oh man, I'm too scared, I can't do it, or every time you get to that place of the Eight of Swords, oh, I'm no good, I'm shit, this is going to blow up my face, I'm never going to, I'm not going to be a success. So every time you get to the negative self-talk, the King of Cups is going to calm you down, and he's going to put his own, emotional intellect on the situation, because he's a counselor in the Tower as well. So this person will calm you down as well. This person will kind of fill you with lots of confidence, but it will be done in a really loving, nurturing and caring way. So that's the type of person you need to go to. It's a really good reading for the week. It's really good. I feel that, this isn't just about you guys looking and reflecting on something of value or what's of value to you. I think this is also some of you guys holding something valuable in your hands. Whether it's resources that you need, you hold it. You have it within your hands. Whether it's money to invest in a situation, you have it within your hands, some of you guys. Whatever that thing is, you hold it. Okay? Whether it's your skills, your talents, you hold it within your hands with the Ace of Coins energy. Okay? Because this week, it's all about fighting your demons as well. And also that Knight of Swords, it might not be, literally a battle. This might be your own demons, because this is your enemy. So the Knight of Swords represents to be confident and to follow through on that confidence, and to, if you want to achieve something in life with the Knight of Swords energy, it tells you to go for it, no matter what. If somebody were to come to me and say, should I go out with this guy tonight, and that card were to come out as a one card, yeah, hell yeah, go for it, because the card is go for it. So the theme of the week is about you kind of getting rid of your fears, which is what really, to me, this Knight of Swords is about. He's fighting his fears down. That's the theme of the week, because you recognize that you have something of value, and that thing of value that you have, Scorpio, could be anything. It might be your knowledge, it might be something, you've got something to say that can benefit others, but you definitely hold something of value. So you need to, the theme of the week is all about fighting off those fears, because you've got fear here and here, and I think that this is all about you guys fighting your fears. And I feel that your goal is to pursue a new direction with the Knight of Swords. There's a little bit of risk that comes with it, but you know, it's small, it's minute with the Fool energy. You don't really know where you're going, but how are you going to know unless you try it? Because you need to overcome the obstacle of fear and doubt with the Moon energy, and by the end of the week you could literally be achieving some form of success in whatever capacity that takes for you. Okay, you need to avoid negative self-talk, negative thoughts that are going to hold you back with the Eight of Swords energy here, and embrace that you're just starting out and you're still learning the process with the Page of Coins energy. There is still room for improvement, room to develop, so stop being so hard on yourself. If you need help and support, go to a King of Cups. This is somebody who will be helpful, kind, nurturing and supportive. And the spiritual advice for the week, Scorpio, is just carry on looking forward. What a beautiful way to finish off this section of the reading. Just look forward. Don't look back. You know, don't be negative. Look forward. Carry on looking forward. Amazing. Okay, we're going to do your quick 15-minute reading. We're going to shuffle those cards and very quickly, and we're going to come back. Okay, Scorpio, are the general energies coming in? We have a Knight of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual. Showed up in your reading before. Or this could show an arrival or some form of a sudden change. Can also be drama with the Knight of Swords energy. Four of Cups. I feel that with this Knight of Swords, some of you guys might be unhappy. It could be with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual showing up here. Some of you guys, it might be there is the arrival of something that is not appreciated or wanted within these two cards showing up here. Might be for some of you guys a sudden unexpected change with the Knight of Swords energy leaves you guys feeling a sense of dissatisfaction potentially. And also all I'm looking at is this person looks adrift. Can you see? He looks like he's like, how am I going to get off here? Do you know, it's really cute, isn't it? How am I going to get off this? So it might be a sudden change leaves you guys feeling a little bit vulnerable. I get the impression with that Four of Cups as well showing up there. Some of you guys might also be leaving because he's heading in the other direction. So you might also be leaving a very kind of dissatisfying or vulnerable situation that you found yourself in. So it might be quite good, those two energies showing up together. We've got the Star, healing, nice. I think that this is good, actually, because we've got a quantifying card and it's a major card, so it takes precedence over the two pips, and it's a very positive one. So I feel that actually some of you guys are leaving something behind, and this thing that you're leaving behind was dissatisfied. It's where you felt adrift. Some of you guys have felt adrift for a long time. I'm seeing with the Knight of Swords energy that you're leaving this behind, and I'm seeing a lot of healing coming in with that Star energy. Okay, some of you guys literally looking to achieve your goals as well. If that's not the case, I have to read it the other way, because I read all sorts of ways. It could be some of you guys with the Knight of Swords energy, sudden changes, unexpected things coming in, leaving you feeling a little bit adrift. Maybe you don't know, because he's looking across at the Star and he's thinking, oh, fuck, this has happened now. How am I going to achieve my goals now? So it might also be that. Sorry, but I just feel that it's right to read in all sorts of ways, to be perfectly honest with you. What's the next one here? Okay, we do have a Ten of Swords, which shows some failure or a painful ending happening here, with the Ten of Swords energy showing up here. Queen of Wands. Okay. I don't like these together. Ten of Swords and the Queen of Wands. I feel that there's been problems here with an individual showing up here. But I feel that there's going to... I think the central card of the Star says that there's going to be healing here. I think that some of you guys have been hurt by an individual here. The Ten of Swords shows betrayal. Could have been by a Queen of Wands. So some of you guys have been really hurt and damaged by an individual here showing up here. Make sure that somebody didn't put some black magic on some of you guys. Queen of Wands is a tarot reader or a spiritual woman within the tarot. I don't like any sword cards sitting around that lady sometimes. To me, that looks like unethical practices at times. Okay, so if you found that you've been damaged or you've had a major problem with someone, a Queen of Wands energy, I actually feel that that Star energy is saying that there's going to be healing here. And I feel that some of you guys have been... I get the impression some of you guys have been left adrift. And I think it's because somebody damaged you. So this person could have been slandering your name, talking behind your back, probably gossiping about you. I think this person, though she's not reversed, she looks pretty angry on the card. And this person designed stuff that way so it would hurt you, Scorpio. So I think there could have been a person, Scorpio, around you who went out their way to try and hurt you and damage you and slander you and kind of put you, push you underneath the bus with that Ten of Swords energy. But I feel this is a week where this is healing, because the Star is the only major card, so it takes precedence over all the other cards. I do feel there's definitely some healing here. Maybe some of you guys are getting some form of a letter, looks like, but no, this is a glove and an umbrella sitting here. So there's a retrieval of something happening here. But I actually feel that there's healing occurring here, with this Star being the one that takes precedence over the other card. Massive healing here. So this person that kind of endangered you, I think, Scorpio, I think they left you adrift with the Four of Cups, but I feel that you are finally escaping that, because Knight of Swords in readings can also mean to exit. And you're exiting that Four of Cups. You're in the other direction. So I'm seeing finally this is like an overcoming of this energy. Some of you guys being left adrift with that Four of Cups energy. And I think it was concerning somebody who slandered you or tried to damage your reputation. Because this is the Lord of Ruin, is the Ten of Swords energy. And I got a pretty angry woman sitting next door to that. So I think somebody tried to ruin you. For some of you Scorpios, they left you adrift with the Four of Cups. But I feel that finally you're escaping the island, as it were. You were all on your own here, no help, but you're escaping finally that island. There's healing here, okay? Maybe this person's getting their karma. Let's have a look at what love is showing up for you guys. Okay, Eight of Coins is all about working hard on a relationship, putting a lot of focus in. Sometimes it can be they're hammering away at a relationship, or just like consistently, putting the time in. Eight of Coins. Yeah, Three of Cups though. So Three of Cups energy is a friendship. Sometimes this is a third party as well. I think that you're working towards, though, I would say probably reconciling. Three of Cups energy showing up here. Eight of Wands energy, messages, communication showing up here. It might be that you're working hard to reconcile with somebody abroad. I think this Three of Cups is more reconciling. This could be somebody abroad, somebody who's been far away or you haven't spoken to within a while here. Hierophant, commitment is the Hierophant energy showing up here. Empress, I think that both of you guys are committed. And the Empress and the Hierophant, they usually represents a married woman within a love reading. I get the impression that some of you guys are working hard to reconcile. Eight of Wands energy showing up. Maybe you guys are working hard to reconcile with someone abroad. Maybe this is somebody who's already married, though, because the Hierophant and the Empress is a married woman here. I'll read it a couple of ways. Get the impression that you're working hard to reconcile with somebody who's been away from you or out of reach for quite some time with the Eight of Wands. Some of you guys might be sending a message showing up here. Looks to be a married individual, Hierophant and the Empress. Empress is a married woman within the Tarot, and this is marriage card Hierophant. So it looks to me like you're working hard to reconcile some form of a difference with someone who's not been around. You're sending messages, working hard to reconcile a relationship, probably sending messages to a married person showing here. This is somebody who isn't yours, though. And maybe that's why that Three of Cups shows up here as well. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking of something else here. Also, Eight of Wands is distant energy, but it's also fast, rush, enhancement, change, rapid changes. Some of you guys might be wanting to repair as well. Eight of Coins is repairing. You might be wanting to repair a partnership here. Maybe there's been rapid changes, Eight of Wands, in a marriage or a long-term relationship. So I get the impression reconciliation and trying to repair a relationship this week for some of you Scorpios. It looks like there's been a bit of distance here. So it's either maybe working hard to reconcile a relationship with a married person, though, or maybe this is your partner, Scorpio, showing here. Maybe there's been some distance with that Eight of Wands, or maybe you're sending a message to this person showing here. Some of you guys trying to repair, though, a partnership, Three of Cups energy. Communication, Eight of Wands energy showing up here. With a married partner or somebody who's already married, or maybe this is repairing a partnership showing up here. Maybe there were some rapid changes in a marriage or something like that. Let's have a look at your work and your work stuff, your work and finance. Okay, we do have the Magician. So Magician, new beginnings, information, communication with that Magician, manifestation. There looks to be some good news, new job, Page of Wands energy showing up here. Magicians remind me of teachers as well, and this could be the student showing up here. Ten of Wands, lots of hard work involved with that Ten of Wands, and lots of responsibility. I get the impression that some of you guys this week are going to be new to a job. You're going to be new to, because we've got a lot of new cards showing here. Page of Wands is like new to a job. He's like the new boy or the new kid. The Magician, his energy is all about, you know, something coming in, manifestation, the start of a new beginning. So I get the impression you're new to a job, some of you guys this week, or going into next week, and there's lots of responsibilities here with the Ten of Wands that you carry. You might have a difficult boss though, Queen of Swords. She can be a bit of a bitch, to be honest. I like her in the upright, but she can be really demanding. So you might have to cope with a really demanding, really kind of vocal individual here with this Queen of Swords energy showing up here. Temperance. However, the Temperance energy is, you know, things will be calmed down. You know, Temperance is all about harmony and balance. But I feel that you're dealing with someone. I get the impression here that this is a new project, or it's a new job some of you guys are involved in, and you're going to have a lot of pressures put on you by a Queen of Swords. All right, somebody who wants to get things right. This woman isn't being nasty because she wants to, for the sake of being nasty, or she's not being like overly demanding or too kind of forward because she likes being like that. She's doing it, I think, with the Temperance energy because she just wants to get the balance right. She wants to get things right. Okay, so I think if you are starting a job, or you're starting a new project, or maybe you've got a new boss or something like that this week, they are going to put a lot of pressure on you with that Ten of Wands energy. They're going to put more work on you than you probably thought that you could handle, but it's only because, and they only do this as the Queen of Swords. They're quite demanding as the Queen of Swords. They're quite kind of straight down, straight cut, very kind of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't pull any punches. So they're very clear as well. This person might put pressure on you, but they're very clear with that Queen of Swords. And they might be putting pressure on you because they've got a clear objective that they want to get balance restored within maybe the team or maybe the job or that type of thing. I don't think that I think if you deal with somebody who's really forthright and that type of thing, they're not doing it because they don't like you. They do it because they want to get the job right, and they want to get the, you know, they want to get the balance right, that type of thing. Let's have a look at quickly for your love reading, what the advice is. So universe, I said that I felt that Scorpios were reconciling, sending messages. It looks to be it's either a partner, or it could be somebody else's partner potentially. Or it looked to me that they were trying to repair a friendship this week, trying to repair a friendship, sending lots of messages. It looks like this person's married, or maybe it's their own marriage partner or something like that. What's the advice you have for Scorpios in terms of the love reading? What's the advice you have for Scorpio in terms of the love reading? Okay, children, your love life is being affected by your children. So maybe there's a problem in terms of a relationship with someone here because of the children. Because I feel that you're trying to repair a relationship or a partnership here, Scorpio, okay? And I feel that there's lots of communication coming in. With possibly, this could be a marriage partner or a long-term partner showing up here, but it might be that you're trying to repair something because it involves children, that type of thing. Okay, and what's the angelic advice? So just give me a few words in a coherent sentence. What do you want to tell Scorpio? What do you want to tell Scorpio? It's saying it's unlikely. Okay, it's saying something's unlikely. I'll get what's unlikely in a moment. Saying it's unlikely, but you are ready, and you need to trust that within the next few weeks there's going to be success. I'll ask, what do you mean? What is unlikely, universe? What are you saying is unlikely? What are you saying is unlikely to Scorpio? 1 to 2 cards. It says it's up to you. I don't know what that is. Can you just give it me more coherently, please? I'm going to shuffle again. You said something's unlikely. What is unlikely in 1 to 2 cards? It came up with the same card. Saying it's unlikely. He said what's unlikely is it's up to you. So it says something's out of your control here. That's what it's trying to tell me. I did it. That came out. And then I put the card back in randomly. I asked again, Scorpio, and it gave me the very same card. Interesting. I think it's saying that it's unlikely that this thing is up to you. Whatever it is, something is out of your control with those 2 cards. Okay, so something is out of your control, the angels are saying, but it's saying you are ready. Even though something you want may be out of control, you are ready for it, and you need to trust that within the next few weeks you're going to achieve it, because you're going to have that success. Right now it's not within your control, but within the next few weeks you'll get what you want. Okay, all right, that's your reading, guys. If you'd like a personal reading, go through to my website. The link is in the comment section below, and you can also click on it at the end of the video. All right, take care, guys. Bye bye.